take it back to traditional boxing for a moment. I spoke to Thomas Hauser a few weeks back regarding his comments regarding Anthony Joshua's future. He doubled down on saying in lieu of the fights available to AJ Fury and Wilder, that he still wants to see AJ retire. You've always been a defender of AJ in his future. Essentially, yeah, I said basically like you still want to see him retire. But in light of what punishment might be in line for him should he take those fights, do you feel there's any sentiment to his argument that holds water?
I mean, who cares really? I mean, if you're saying a man who's probably one of the biggest names in world boxing should retire, because what? Because he's lost a couple of points decisions to the best fighter in the world pound for pound right now. Well, second best after Terence Crawford. Insane comments, and you're saying that why would he walk away? You've got to understand, he goes into a fight with Deontay Wilder, it's a straight shootout. I'm not denying that, and it's a dangerous fight. But listen, mate, if he fucking lands first, which he's got every chance of doing, believe you me, he'll win. But at the same time, there's another side to that coin. If he doesn't land first, he's going as well. Why would a man going into a big fight like that want to throw the towel in? And then I haven't even mentioned money, for fuck's sake. This kid's on a different stratosphere to everyone bar Canelo when it comes to money. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know what Thomas Hauser gets out of it. I don't know who he's aligned with, because usually you find these journalists that are aligned to certain promoters. He's obviously not aligned to Matchroom or Eddie. You'll probably find I don't know, but I'm guessing and surmising he's aligned to someone else or some other kind of promoter. But it is what it is, leaving to it. I mean, Thomas Hauser's a brilliant, respected boxing writer, so, you know, I'd like to say what do I know, but I know fucking far more than him, trust me, when it comes to boxing. And believe you me, I've got the blood, sweat and tears to prove it as well. I'm not just someone who sits at paper and writes about what's going on. I've felt it, I've done it, I've been there, I've got the t-shirt. Does that suggest that I'm allowed more of a comment than him? Maybe not, but what I am allowed to do is weigh it up better and judge it far better. Does he know the boxing, the specifics and the mechanics behind the business deal that the likes of Anthony Joshua are involved in? Absolutely not, no. Does he know Anthony Joshua's motivation? Absolutely not, no. Does he know the financial gains and the legendary gains that are possible and on the table for Anthony Joshua? No, he obviously doesn't, and he's not took them into contact. Why would Anthony Joshua? You've got to understand, it's obvious the boy wants to fight. He's not fighting for money, because with what he's earned and what he's earned in the last two fights, it's not even touching the sides. He's fighting because he's a fighter deep down. And you don't just become an Olympic gold medalist for nothing. You don't become a world championship silver medalist for nothing. You don't become a two-time unified heavyweight champion for nothing. Without desire, without graft. I've watched that kid in the gym, coming back from setbacks with the likes of Derek James. I've watched him, I've seen him train, I've stood alongside him. Far, far, far from washed up. Far, far, far from the things that Thomas Hauser is reporting. Which I just think it's wrong, really. I think it's bang out of line. But he's never going to apologise. He's probably a stubborn old man and thinks he knows best. And believe you me, if he loses to Deontay Wilder, which he has every possibility of doing, then I'm sure Thomas Hauser will be the first one singing his own praises, saying, I told you. But I'd love to hear from Thomas fucking Hauser if he knocks out Deontay Wilder. Because believe you me, mate, he has a 50-50 chance of doing that. So.